When he stepped out of the box, I realised pretty quickly that I needed to get serious about getting in on the action on Toorak Toff, because he is a magnificent physical specimen and he fills your eye. He's got a great walk on him, he's got strength and athleticism. In the end, I just bought 10% off Rick to race on. There were no stud rights involved, but we worked that out later after he won the Rupert Clark Stakes and was a multiple Group 1 winner. I thought he needs to be our flagship freshman stallion to kick us off in stallion life for Rosemont Stud.
Well, let's talk about his racing career. As a 2-year-old, he was one of the best of his crop. He
certainly was. He won his debut race at Sandown and certainly didn't catch the stable by surprise or the owners. He then went to Adelaide, and being a Magic Millions horse, he was eligible for the Adelaide Magic Millions. He bolted in there and then took out the Group 3, the Jants, in Adelaide as well. So he had speed to burn as a 2-year-old, and then went to Sydney and was luckless in both the sires and the Champagne, and his run in the sires has to be seen to be believed. He was wide all the way, he had no hope on straightening, but he gave and ended up just getting crunched on the line by the 3 late swoopers. Yosei won the race, and I think he only went down 3/4 of a length. It was such a brave performance.
Well, once the Sydney Carnival was over, he came back as a 3-year-old, and he was always good fresh and ended up winning first up. Tell us about that performance.
Yeah, it was the Vane Stakes. I wasn't involved in the ownership then, but was blown away. I remember the race vividly. He got back and he stormed home over the top of Star Witness, who's doing wonderful things up there at Widden Stud, and a horse called Soul.
Toorak Toff wide out. General Truce tackled by Soul, who squeezed through a narrow gap. He hit the lead. Star Witness runs on strongly. Toorak Toff swaps them on the outside. From last, Toorak Toff raced up to Soul and Star Witness, and Toorak Toff by a half head.
And after the Vane, it was a trip to Sydney to take on Group 1 class and give him his chance.
Yeah, the Golden Rose, a Group 1 race.
Exactly, and it was the opportunity for him to claim that Group 1 victory that his 2-year-old form suggested that he was up to. And again, he got back, ridden by Damien Oliver, and got over the top of some fantastic horses.
Scomosa, he sprinted away with about 200 to go. Decision time, and Toorak Toff are starting to lengthen to go after him. Scomosa's in front. He's on tired legs. Toorak Toff lunged on the outside. Toorak Toff won it.
Well, he came back to Victoria, and he was one of the favourites for the major 3-year-old races in the spring. Didn't have much luck either.
He didn't. Caulfield Guineas, he was wide all the way, and it was a very brave performance, and one that he certainly lost no admirers. He came back in his spring 4-year-old year and again put the hand up to say, genuine Group 1 horse, Rupert Clark Stakes, 1400 metres, was able to bolt in, hit the front on the corner at Caulfield, and careered away from some very good horses.
Toorak Toff, master of design, with 100 metres to go from Pinnacles. Toorak Toff drove to the lead, raced a length clear, and the Toff is back. Toorak Toff a length and a half to Pinnacles.
Well, he's now here, and what kind of mares has he covered in his first season?
Look, he got a tyre, the mother of Fashions Afield, Penny Gem, who's a Group 1 winner in New Zealand. He got some fantastic international stakes horses. There were 5 or 6 stakes winning mares out of America that he got.
And importantly for Bred, as he presents a perfect outcross to Daniel.
He does, yeah. Being out of a Grand Lodge mare, and Grand Lodge has been such a successful broodmare stallion. Orong is her name, and she in turns out of Blixen, who won the Sandown Guineas and related to Vild. It was an old Woodlands stakes winning horse that was extremely well performed. He's got a strong female pedigree behind him, particularly with that Grand Lodge blood flowing through his veins. I thought he had wide appeal because of that outcross and the Star Kingdom blood running through his veins as well. It's he's a bit of a last bastion of that sire line. There's not many stallions, certainly not many commercial stallions around that carry the Star Kingdom blood. So I knew that was popular out there, and continues to be, and gives him that edge from all that Danehill blood that we see, you know, almost everywhere these days. So yeah, I knew he'd be popular. I've got a funny feeling he might be even more popular second season, given the quality book of mares that he covered first season. Everyone could probably read between the lines that there's a great opportunity to sell a second crop foal on the back of his 2-year-olds out there running that are well bred and in good stables, which is, you know, our mission, to make sure that he gets every possibility to be a long-term, you know, hopefully a leading stallion here in Victoria, if not even better than that.